Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you tuning in. Going to give you an update on my fix here for our RV and what I got done to it. It's a little chilly here at the fire base today, so I got the heat going in the garage, but we can go outside and anyway, just so I can show you what I've gotten finished. And then we'll come back in the garage here and where I got the heat going, and I'll give you an update on what's going to be next. So let's head outside and check this out. All right, guys, here we go. I don't know how good this is going to come out, but you can see the plate here that I put. So I welded the crack up, and then I put this plate over top of it, and then I welded this crack up, and I put the plate over top of it. And I don't know how good you can see that, but I re-welded this. And then I put some black paint over it. Also on these front two mounting screws here, they had kind of pulled up, so I drilled those out a little larger and put some dowels in there. And then I put some goop on the screws and put them back in there. So I've been working on getting all these broken screws out. I've got them all out on this side except this one right here. And I've got none of the broken ones out on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 broken screws in there still. So while we're under here and got this file on down, I'm going to go ahead and coat all this exposed wood with some Kilz primer. And then up here, in place of that woolly mammoth insulation they had here, pretty rooty poo, I'm going to put some styrofoam insulation up in here. So also on top of the pylon, while I got it down, I'm going to put some Reflectex on there, so help insulate this up here. Also, I ran some epoxy sealant all along his edge on both sides to help stop this from wicking any water that might get in there. I still have to fix this, but I got that under control. So I'm just going to get up underneath there with some epoxy and cover that wood up, and then I'll use some Sikaflex and make me a brace to put up against there, and then I'll start putting it back together. I'm going to go ahead and change all this molding out while I'm this far down, and hopefully I got it taken care of. So before I button it up, before I get too far in it, I am going to bring the truck around and hook it up. I investigated back as far as I could up into here, and everything with the truck, or with the Kingpin loaded, and it's loaded right now, and I don't see any kind of cracks or anything. So Hope I'm not making you dizzy there. But anyway, that's the plan. That's what I did. Hopefully I corrected the situation. So here's some of the things I've done besides repair those cracks. I applied keels to all the open wood, including up under here, and then I put 1 inch of foam insulation in here. So figured I'd do that while I was in there. It just had some rooty poo. I've quadrupled that up. So they just had it's like 1 inch of that all up under here. I fixed this D-lam. Was on this side. Repaired that rot wood up underneath there, and then I epoxy resined all this all the way down so it wouldn't whip water. I did that on both sides. I started on this fiberglass repair job. I don't know how good you can see it there, where I had to get into the front cap. Just got this side going. And I'm cutting Reflectex that I'm going to put on the bottom of the file on there. So thought I'd just go ahead and do all that while I was in there. So that was my fix. I'm not real happy with my welds up in there. They could have been a lot cleaner. But like I said in the other last video, I haven't done any overhead welding in a long time. But I think I got it burned in there pretty good. And I feel a little bit better after having made some contacts with the frame manufacturer and with a few of you all, pointing out that that was the sidewall bracket and not the actual frame. So that just made me feel a lot better. So I don't have anything really structural going on with the frame other than that sidewall mount. So I'm hoping that fix will take care of it. And also during all this time, I was wondering to myself, why it would just be on that side. And I'm pretty sure I know the reason. And it comes down to it's pretty much my fault that happened, I believe. When I back in out front off the road, we live on a small country lane. There's ditches on both sides, and I really have to, I'm almost putting that thing in the ditch. And I have to blindside it in, so I'm almost always putting the camper or the fifth wheel into, it starts to go down in the ditch while the truck is still up on the road. So I think what might have been happening over the years is that hitch only pivots so far in the bed of the truck, and it hits its limit on a tilt. And the truck still being up there on the flat on the road, and that trailer diving down in the rear on the door side. I think it's putting undue stress on that. And then I have to do the same type of maneuver when I come around the house, kind of on a little slope there. It don't look like much, but the truck is, you know, way up high, and the camper on that same side is down low, and I think it's getting to the end of the travel on the hitch, as far as the hitch pivoting like this. And I think that is what caused it. So I think with knowing if that is the cause, you know, I'm going to be extra careful out front, and I think I got it zipped up good enough there that it won't break again. I put some wood dowels in the holes that were kind of stripped out, and I got a real good bite on them wall mounting bolts. So I still haven't gotten up inside the bedroom. I don't think there's any bolts going through, any lag bolts going through, but I'm going to check just to make sure, at least on one side, to get in there and make sure I don't have any bolts or anything in there. And if I do, that they're not loose. So, you know, the thing is just not bolted together really well to begin with. They got wood inside the aluminum framing, and, you know, it don't even fill up the whole framing. It's like a 1-inch piece of 1x1 in there, and yeah, it's just not that good. So I put some goop on them screws and put them back in there. Hopefully I'll keep them from vibrating loose. I get a real good bite on those. I got the sidewall fixed. I wish I had taken some video, all that stuff, but like I said in the other video, I'm just, this technology and with all these video cameras and all this stuff, I'm just not good enough and have the right equipment to set all that up while I'm actually doing the repair. But anyway, I got that sidewall fixed with the D-Lam. I Sikaflexed that molding that had come off there, and then as I put everything else back together, I'll be using butyl tape and Sikaflex 212. So anyway, let me know what you think, and I'm really hoping I got this thing back together correctly and I don't have to worry about it again. So really appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe, and check us out on our Facebook page, and we'll see you next time.